porn.
Heels, pops, and Chairshots. Get it right.
Welcome back, Wrestle Nerds. Victor Villain here. Let's see who's making their way to the damn ring.
Yes, you're very welcome. It is JP Savage.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
Mischief, you heard?
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we back on another week of high electric energy and action.
What kind of energy?
¿Qué se
Electric?
preparó? ¿Y qué
I
se
failed
preparó
science.
anoche?
Yeah.
We got some pissed off legends. We have
Oh, my
a
God.
weigh-in of all weigh-ins.
Wow, what a
UFC.
moment.
Are you talking
Dana
about?
White, you better call these mofos, get some money in.
Are we doing
And-
a one chip challenge again?
Oh, something like that. That, and we have a review and, the go home for AEW Revolution
Go
this
home.
weekend coming out. All right?
Hey,
And don't go
Revolution.
home. Don't go home. All that and more this week. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for chilling with the bad guys on Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. Gentlemen, can we do some cardio?
Oh, you right into ropes like
Yeah,
this.
I don't want to.
After this weekend,
I
absolutely, we
don't
definitely
play
need
no
some ropes.
games though. Like Billy Graham is playing. Yo, my man, we have a pissed off legend. Early in the game, superstar Billy
He's
Graham is
always angry.
upset because Vince McMahon is not letting Vicky Guerrero get her way, and WWE superstars on her podcast. Yo, guys,
It almost seems like Billy Graham has not been watching wrestling for the last 30 years.
my man.
Like, not only did you get robbed for your Hogan bit, but you haven't seen what he's done to wrestler after wrestler after wrestler. It is his baby. He decides what he wants to do with it, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't Billy Graham talking shit about Kofi Kingston, calling him that he's not suitable?
Coffee.
He
I
was
don't know- I
calling
don't
him
know
that,
who
No,
though.
who Kofi is.
He just called him Coffee. He
Asshole.
was like, "Yo, you Coffee Kingston."
Motherfucker.
Wow.
I mean,
Yo,
it's
don't.
just,
Yo, Judy's gonna go after you,
Hey,
bro.
Yo.
shout out to Judy.
Should she be able to though?
She
I
should.
don't know.
She
As
should,
an
but it's
employee of AEW, should she just be able to ask the competition's stars to participate in whatever show she's
no
endeavoring?
doubt, no doubt. But don't get mad because of the norm is going down. Like,
Yeah, she not
this shit
mad.
normally happens.
She's
man.
not mad.
No,
Billy
Billy.
Graham.
My man Billy.
Billy Graham
I
needs
think
a
he
graham
upset
cracker.
somebody didn't pay no medical bills. But hey, listen.
Listen, when it comes down to it, when you're
Wow.
tired and
Wow.
bored and idle minds run, you have a lot of opinions and nobody listens to them. And Billy Graham is out here trying to figure out Twitter. That's what's coming down.
Speaking of opinions and listening to them, Bret the Hitman Hart is gonna have an opinion this April when he inducts British Bulldog into the Hall of Fame.
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Has
but
it not?
rumors are not yet.
Nah,
He
man, is
better.
gonna
They
do it.
they just
Rumors.
confirmed the Bella twins, which we'll get to that unfortunately.
You
pero-
interrupted the British Bulldog for the Bella twins.
Come on, man.
Why not?
Of
No, that's
all
what
the
WWE
people-
did.
Yo,
Exactly.
That's what
Asshole.
WWE did.
son.
Because it makes more sense for them to do it at WrestleMania in Hollywood.
Oh, back up, son.
All that he
Why?
said. All that he said. All of
No,
it.
why? Bella twins? Why? Why the Bella twins? What?
Speaking of why.
For why you do this?
Speaking
But
of
I'll
for
tell you
do
why.
this.
Because
No.
if
They
you
lie.
want to watch wrestling, you have to show up at Blue 42.
Oh, good grief.
March 8th. Sunday,
When?
Blue 42.
Sunday.
March 8th. The bad guys. We're going to be there supplying the best pro.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
se te
shit.
paró.
It's-
Did
I
the
got
blue?
so excited.
Did the
about
blue?
it.
Looks
All
like the
that
blue
shit.
chew
I
right
got
now.
it so excited. It just
all right,
ran out.
children.
The best pre-show for Elimination Chamber. Don't bother tuning into the fucking what's it called? The
Shit's so
WWE Network.
Shit so
Come
good,
to
make a
Blue 42.
motherfucker
Yeah,
need to
that
stutter.
thing. That thing that we watch.
That's right.
That thing. Come
Listen.
watch us do our thing.
Games,
Not like that. We'll be better, I
prizes,
promise.
games,
I heard-
prizes.
I heard there was gonna be a-
games, prizes and more games.
I heard there was gonna be a wing eating challenge.
prizes.
That is right.
Oh.
Wing eating challenge
Oh.
happening Blue 42. $100 on the table.
Eat.
If you think you can beat the Savage,
I think they think that.
Come
All of
see
them-
me.
All of them right there, they think that.
Three-time
Talk to him,
champion.
JP.
There's not an
Yo.
article of food I will not eat
What?
and will not eat
Or clothing.
faster than you.
Oh,
Come see me.
So,
$100 on the table.
so does that make you
That's-
chubbier then?
I want to see that shit.
$100 American. This
Not
is
pesos.
Cause you know you ain't getting shit for your taxes this year, so you better come to Blue 42. and make your
Oh
money.
shit!
Hey, and maybe
How you know?
try to
They
get
work at
some of that
Target?
back.
Hey.
Who knows?
I don't know, man.
But speaking about why,
Blue
we were
42.
saying why,
Hut.
because why, why Samoa Joe? Why
Oh,
Samoa
man.
Joe? Why?
But we
So,
knew
alright,
this,
alright.
right? Like people knew this.
So apparently WWE had wind of them suspending him ahead of time because of this. Does that tell you that
Ooh,
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
these results are coming in ahead of time and they're just holding off? Like he's hurt. What if they
Yo,
just
you
fucking?
just fucked with my Marvel comic universe timeline. What
What?
the fuck did you
So
do? He
what if-
just came from
Come
knowing
on, man,
what the
follow
company
us on
knew
Twitter,
he did
baby.
when
No.
they knew that he did it. Like,
You
So
talking
they're
about DC?
saying right here that
You talking
Samoa
about DC
Joe,
Comics, big
Samoa
boy?
Joe the suspension was taking effect February 24th, this past Monday.
okay,
So now they're saying that rumors are saying that WWE knew ahead of time, right?
who's these rumors?
Maybe it has a Meltzer at the end of it. I don't know who knows.
Oh.
But I could be
Rhymes
wrong.
with melted.
I could be wrong. But my thing is, okay, if you know ahead of time, they didn't suspend him before, like when they found out. They're holding off to when he's hurt and giving him more time, extra time to fucking recover, and trying to.
I blame
supplement that
Roman
time.
Reigns. Roman Reigns is out here snitching.
It's all his
He's
fault.
the only Samoan on the roster that doesn't like Samoa Joe. Let's keep it real.
Is that real?
I sense tension. Do you not?
So Samoa Joe's character is tension personified.
Yeah, but no, from Roman Reigns.
He was tense selling Girl Scout cookies. Do you remember he did that for fucking
Yo,
Edge
he's
and
a-
Christian?
he's a
And he
dog,
was
bro.
fucking hilarious.
But I'm talking about another wrestler intense towards him. There's a layered emotionality in that relationship.
Okay.
You're interdimensional tonight.
Oh,
I am.
Speaking of interdimensional,
Let's go.
Matt Hardy,
Interdimensional.
is he going into interdimensions now? We're talking about rumors are saying he's going to NXT,
Well-
and he's not gonna
well,
be leading some kind of
I'm
dark
gonna tell you,
order. JP, talk.
wasn't he very excited in seeing his delete sign on other wrestling promotions?
Oh, I think social media was loud.
Are you talking about Dynamite? Last week's episode of Dynamite?
yes. Oh yes. So why are we talking about NXT? Why? What is he gonna do at NXT that's gonna help NXT?
Well, someone talking about a backstage role, maybe more of a trainer,
Producer,
not on camera, producer, maybe not producer, but just
He can still
not
keep
on-
it going
I
though.
don't know.
agent, producer.
It's just not in the WWE.
I don't see him wanting to. I mean, you know who?
What
who
if
wants to
he
want, but I'm saying,
goes
why not
to
go to AEW?
NXT to like be a mid-card, like gimmick-heavy character and do his broken excellence? It's a third brand, is it
Makes
not?
sense.
Yes, it is.
And I
So
think we'll
let's
get
put
to-
some entertainment in that third
to that
brand that
shortly.
isn't all wrestling, yo. Because NXT is the wrestling show. Like if you want to watch wrestling, it's fucking wrestling. Cause we'll talk about Bianca Belair. Oh my God, yo, what a fucking match with Charlotte. But in terms of entertainment, like you don't watch it for entertainment per se.
So,
right?
so
Like,
you want him to be the Bray Wyatt of NXT, correct?
I mean, it's a possibility.
So what does that say for Killer Cross that we keep potentially seeing these hints every
Well,
week now, right?
Wouldn't that
But I
give him,
wouldn't make
Yes.
Killer Cross the Bray Wyatt.
wouldn't that give him someone to play with and credibility right off the bat?
Would
That's
that
true.
mean we'll see Rebby Sky too?
True this.
Because the
true
smoke
this.
show.
True this.
Ooh, that'll be a nice little tussle.
Speaking of shows, ladies and gentlemen,
Speaking about wrestling shows,
talk to him.
NJPW and DDT Pro Wrestling just announced that they're canceling their shows in Japan due to this coronavirus outbreak.
Yo.
It's getting real out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
I think New York just got even worse.
Studies say it's not a question of when or
If it's
when,
a matter of it's going to be when. Yeah.
Words are
They're
escaping
saying-
me today.
there's a saying we're completely
it might
safe.
Be here in Texas, but it's out in Tennessee.
We are
I
safe,
mean,
ladies
Fool
and
me
gentlemen.
once, you can't get fooled again.
to the degree of the flu. This is what we're saying.
Yo,
I
damn,
just want to
son.
just.
We're
why
about
can't
to
we
be
just
vaccinated.
grab that
Yo,
freaking
get
virus?
your dirty ass away from me.
I
don't
just
know,
think we
maybe
should
you
grab the
motherfuckers are
virus,
infected.
contain it, and then just lay the smackdown on it. What do you guys think?
You know who I heard is making a
Oh.
killing?
SmackDown.
Saram
Smackdown?
Rap. Saram Rap is making a killing because everybody's
Yeah.
coming head to toe.
Bam.
This is the part where you put the music
Right.
that goes us to SmackDown.
Oh, I have a
And
job
then-
again. Thank
Yo.
you, asshole.
You're welcome.
Oh, there it is. Man, this is only our 98.
And that's the end of us covering SmackDown.
Exactly. That's as far as good as it gets.
Well, the Usos and New Day shows hints of headlining WrestleMania, I think. They're kind of beefing there for a second on the
And it's
opening.
Ash Wednesday. Let's not talk about beef.
All right,
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Speaking of beef, Goldberg speared the Fiend.
That was awful.
Let's keep it
Goldberg
moving.
speared
And
the
that's
Fiend.
about it for SmackDown.
That is about it.
Fiend got
I'm
up
sorry.
and teleported
Listen,
away.
do not blame us. Blame the WWE and Fox. Because this garbage.
You've had a lot of coffee.
Yes, I actually did. You live next to a
Shout out to
Dunkin' Donuts.
Espresso.
Yeah, don't blame me. Blame Dunkin' Donuts.
Yo,
Time to
up.
get raw.
Shut the fuck up, you munchkin.
Hey.
America really does run on Dunkin'.
Hey.
Mom's
What's
run.
on the do?
Mom's run on his dick too.
Wow, yo,
Guys,
man,
let
no
me ask y'all
innuendo.
this, man.
You've got no finesse.
Let me
Oh,
ask
we
y'all
do it by
this.
the window, all right.
Hey.
Let
it
me
a
tell you
wall?
how
While she's
trash.
throwing up? What?
Let me tell you how trash. Let me tell you how. Let me talk to you about Raw a little quick.
Yo,
little bit.
no, not after. What?
Exactly. That's exactly how we do it.
No, don't dig deeper.
Oh, that's what she likes to say as well.
Oh,
Hey yo. So when
Oh,
have, when
and
have
that's
you
our
guys?
favorite sound effect.
Speaking
of
of that
Ricochet.
sound, ladies and gentlemen, when's the last time you've seen a heavyweight or a number one contender for the heavyweight championship going against jobbers or not jobbers but jobbing or
No, you
getting
could just
easy
say
matches?
You could just
are
say Luke
irrelevant?
Gallows.
I don't want to disrespect them like that, but
Are you serious?
but come on, man.
I haven't seen Luke Gallows in a singles match since NXT.
Come on, man.
who cares? Who cares
And he
about
opened,
this
he
shit,
opened,
bro?
he opened the show. Like, why isn't the number one contender closing
Yo,
the
but
show?
Vic, who
Why isn't he
cares?
important? Because the events that will go down tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon are irrelevant. Mischief. Why don't you talk about something that matters?
You
Why
just,
don't we talk
you
about-
just want to do it, don't you?
Why don't you talk
You
about?
want to piss somebody off, don't you?
Why don't we talk
You
about?
want to talk about the garbage that's about to occur tomorrow?
AJ, no, man.
Well, by the
I'm
time they
past
listen to
that.
this podcast,
AJ
they
Styles
should've
and
watched it
Aleister
already.
Black are
Yeah.
showing some signs of beef.
JP's really angry. Are you okay?
He's about to do
No
it.
te dieron la teta hoy día.
Are you
He's
alright?
about to do it.
I'm just saying.
So-
Thursday? Nah, fuck that.
What about Thursday? There's nothing going down on Thursday.
That is
ladies
going
and
down on Thursday.
We still on Monday, baby. We still on
Don't
Monday.
do it!
It's Monday over here, and Aleister Black is starting to cause a little ruffle in the OC.
AJ Styles is the man apparently.
Yo, they
in
put in
his
that
sights.
work on him. They jumped him backstage like it was the '90s.
It
Yo,
was.
give me that.
It was
Give me
nice.
that.
They're dangerous.
nice.
What are you doing?
They,
You know, as long as it's not him
can't
and
discuss
Where
it's
are
not
your
AJ Styles
pants?
and Undertaker, I'm good.
Wait,
Listen,
so what?
you don't
so
wait. You
what,
don't want Taker in Styles?
What? All right, so what if?
Hey!
So what if?
Yo, you're so
I think
loud,
that's the
dude.
best
What
way
if-
to go for Taker.
Fellas,
Why?
what if AJ Styles is feuding with Aleister Black and the winner of that feud faces the Undertaker? I mean,
Why is there a tournament for the
How?
Undertaker?
Why
So you
not?
think it's brief? You think it's brief? You don't think it's gonna be like that?
Why not?
Ongoing shit?
I guess why
you
not?
imagine
I wanna
Aleister Black
see-
versus the Undertaker at Mania?
I want to see a story with Aleister Black and Styles instead of a
I just-
story with Taker.
But
I
they
don't
can
wanna
still
see
do
Taker.
that.
I don't want to see Taker.
But
Taker,
Sta-
stay at home.
Yo, level 1 is fucking Aleister Black and fucking AJ right now, fucking around, right? Making their way to Mania with Taker.
Making my way
right?
downtown.
After Taker at Mania, AJ Styles and Black renew their fucking.
So
love
I
affair.
want that
see
for
how
me.
bored you were even explaining that scenario.
As he
That's
said
how
it.
garbage of a
As
storyline
he
that is.
said it.
Why are we doing this? Just
Sorry.
leave it alone.
The only good storyline was that signing, the contract signing
Facts.
that you knew was gonna be a
Facts.
hot shitty
Shout out
mess.
to Jersey, yo, because
Yo.
Jersey don't play.
Jersey.
Our girl Liv Morgan
Looking like
don't
a
play,
smack.
boy.
Yo,
Yo, my
Diablo,
that dress, yo, you really have no pants. But the way she
should see what
dove
she did to me when I
across
saw it
the
live.
table.
So can we talk about Oscar?
Yo, this man's wearing a skirt.
Talk
bro.
about Oscar. Go ahead, yo.
Is this intentional or is she fucking up?
Nah, I think it's
What's
intentional.
this
Bro,
intentional?
she's a fucking heel, bro.
But
Gonorrhea.
What do you
She's
say,
a gonorrhea?
Yo.
Gonorrhea.
5 times
says it
each
all the
promo.
time.
Yo,
She
She
says it like-
averages 5
Yo,
gonorrheas.
it
That
almost
is
seems
not
like
the virus that we have to worry about.
syphilis.
You're
it's
all
almost
pieces
like
of shit.
it's
You're just
almost
all
no.
tremendous.
It
It's
takes
almost
one
like
to
she's
know
saying-
one, asshole.
She's saying
I
she's
never said I
saying
was
the
it.
same thing over and over again.
Fair.
I may not understand
Huele
Japanese,
bicho.
but I understand the word being repeated. But Yo, it's off the rails.
How we felt about Becky
I
coming
love
The
out.
girls didn't know how to react.
I love
to
it, yo. I
The
thought it was
King-
great.
King
'cause-
didn't know how to react. King sounded like me tonight.
But wait,
He was
wait.
stammering through his words.
Nah, man.
But
Listen.
Shayna Baszler,
Oh, all right, blow your load. All right.
Was not there. But Shayna Baszler was.
her coming out, the one she did, looking at everybody in the fucking face.
That wasn't Seth Rollins.
Yo.
Yo,
Fuck.
Oh,
Shayna
man, you just
Baszler
unpacked a
held her
lot.
own though, no? She held her own versus Becky, and now
Yeah.
I think they kind of put Baszler a little over more than they did Becky in this segment.
they have to. She
They
has
have
to be
to.
a credible threat,
She
right? They
has to
gotta
be.
build towards Mania.
Gotta put
Duh.
invest that
I
stock.
love that she was laughing when everybody's fighting outside when she's in the ring. She's like, "Damn, look what I started."
I like how aggressive Becky was when she got in there,
Very
yo. She
aggressive.
was
Very
fucking
aggressive.
like
Speaking
it
of
was a
aggressive.
fight.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Speaking
I
of
was like,
aggressive, Pretty Chubby, why don't you talk to him about how aggressive
He could catch a
Montez
charge.
Ford was
Yo, that's
when
Seth.
he came out and, called out Mr. Seth Rollins.
He talked about his boy beating him up so bad last week that he lost his first name, right?
No doubt. And I popped for that, but nobody else in the arena did that. They were
Nah.
like,
moving
They
on.
were like, nah.
No, let's not move
They
on.
had a
because the
banger.
reality
They
is
had a fucking
Montez
banger.
No, that
Ford
shit was a
got
banger. That
pushed
shit was a banger.
over. Got pushed over in a
True.
singles capacity
Well,
with that match. Because
went
you
over, yeah.
All
He
they
went
did-
in with Seth Rollins. He had a phenomenal match with Seth Rollins,
doubt.
man. It was great to see. Good shit for Montez
Seth Rollins,
Ford.
man.
Good shit for fucking the household.
Seth
Because Bianca
Rollins, man.
Belair right now is getting the push of her life as well. She had a phenomenal match with fucking Charlotte Flair tonight. So that household right now is happy. Everybody's fucking.
Hey,
Oh, I
think of
hope
the-
I hope us too. Yo, but
Think of
not
the-
for nothing. Doesn't Montez Ford give you like those Booker T vibes from Harlem Heat? Booker
I
T
can
was
see
the
that a little
standout
bit.
star, right?
I can see that a little
And
bit.
Montez
Booker
Ford,
T,
he has
interesting.
potential. He
Hey,
has
man,
potential.
all you
Watch.
saw here was them getting over on the tag team for whatever they're doing on
Interesting
Thursday.
comparison.
But do see big things for Montez going forward.
Excuse me?
Hey, Randy
you look at the
Orton
tights too
and
closely.
Kevin Owens. JP, how exciting was this match, yo? This main event for Raw.
Bless you.
That's exciting for you.
Yo.
This is what we've come to. This is what the year 33 has
You
created.
did
for
not like Randy Orton versus Kevin
Yo,
Owens?
that shit was kind of dope, man.
That was money,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. A middle schooler would say that.
a middle schooler.
Miller
A
Lite?
middle schooler would say that.
No, it's called
It's
I
Miller
mean,
time.
A middle schooler
listen.
would get through the sentence.
You know what? It was fine. It's overdone. What
What?
else? Like Randy's getting heat everywhere, sure. I feel like Owens underdelivered.
What?
It didn't match up for me.
Nah, bro.
He powerbombed the motherfucker through a
I
tape.
hated the ref angle.
Yo, how do we
I
feel about?
hated the
How do
ref
we feel
angle.
about the?
It's the
not?
first time I ever saw a ref's uniform shirt be ripped open.
I'll give
I
you
know,
this,
you
yo.
were so
He's
tremendously
using a lot of
offended.
Stone Cold spots, man.
gives a
and
fuck?
he
Yo.
fucked up on the count. You realize he fucked up on the count. That was not supposed to happen.
He's
Yes,
from the-
it was
he was from the
supposed to
Indies,
happen.
bro.
He counted
No.
mad fast.
You got
That was
worked.
part of the script.
Did you get worked?
I did
Yo,
not
So-
get
you
worked.
got worked.
So in other
They
words,
made the best of the situation. That's what
No.
happened.
so in other words,
So, go ahead.
JP's not a fan of the Winnipeg Screwjob.
No, fuck Winnipeg.
Listen,
So
Nah,
they
just
just
playing.
The
two
shirt-
refs just come in Seth Rollins shirts, like underneath.
Listen to
That's
me.
not a fucking work to you.
Listen to
You
me.
what?
Listen to me, simpleton.
Yo,
Listen to
I'm
me.
the simpleton.
Listen to me.
Walking embarrassing backwards into you know what.
The
and
shirt.
you know what is the you know what.
Oh.
Shout out to
It's a
Judy.
dick.
The
I don't know,
shirt-
what is it?
The shirt angle was supposed to happen. I'm not saying that that's not part of the angle. What I'm saying is he stopped the match too soon. Because if you look at Seth Rollins, he was looking at the ref like, what the fuck? If you look at Kevin Owens, he was looking at the ref like, what the fuck?
I don't
Randy
know.
That
Orton
was
like,
the
what fuck?
point, y'all
No, it
fuckhead.
was
Yes,
not.
it was.
No, it was not.
It was a fast count. Everyone was surprised. Randy Orton didn't know he was a disciple. Seth Rollins theoretically didn't know he was a disciple. A or B was pretending not to know because it's in his best interest. Why would that not be part of the storyline? It was a very blatant part of the storyline. That's what caused the shirt ripping. That's what
No.
caused everything.
No, once again, simpleton. What you indeed saw was a person that was the angle to be a disciple, officiating a main event, and he fucked up.
He
That's
fucked
what
up.
happened.
Nah, you
fucked
got
up.
worked. You got worked like
Yo,
a
Shout out to
fucking
the
yo,
Warhorse and his
Mischief, do
fucking
me a
karate.
favor, yo. Knock down that fourth wall, bro.
Let's knock it
Yo,
down.
you got worked, yo.
Speaking of
son.
work, power is returned because it struck midnight and it became Tuesday night. sometime eventually. But, ladies and gentlemen, Marty Scurll had made
Woo,
a
woo.
damn impact.
Who?
Power.
Marty,
Not
Marty,
Mighty
not
Mouse.
Mighty.
But Marty
Marty.
Scurll, baby.
Yo, Marty Scurll needs to hit the fucking weight room. How about that?
Yo,
Have you-
somebody
okay,
said
that?
it.
But have you?
How about
Somebody said
that?
it.
How are you gonna main
Whoa!
event and you were the least intimidating person in a scenario where there's over 12 people?
All right, but have you seen this man wrestle?
No, I know he can wrestle, but yo, do some push-ups.
It,
Do some push-ups.
it's like Zack Sabre Jr.
No,
Does
no.
he need
Zack
to
Sabre
lift?
Jr.'s at least he's cut up, he's ripped, he's in shape.
Zack Sabre Jr. looks like he's 15 though.
Marty Scurll looks like he's depressed from the breakup with Deanna.
Fuck her.
That's just what's
that
happening.
was what was happening. Listen,
That what?
listen.
Aw.
I don't think.
Shout out to Winston.
I don't think Marty's the one that looks.
Look,
like
I'm not a size shit. No, she looks like a snake. You better stop.
no doubt.
Apple pies have done her well. Apple pie mode has done her well. Shout out to Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey,
But the
baby.
reality is, yo, like, listen, I'm not a size shamer, right?
A what?
A what? A
He-
thigh toucher?
I am not a
Hey.
size shamer. The fact is, Marty Scurll has been in better shape in his career. He is
Alright,
an
alright.
NGPW. He has some
I will.
definition.
Well, the man's having long nights now. Isn't he
you
the
think-
head booker?
Now
of
you
ROH?
say this. You
How is
say
that
this.
my problem?
You say this, right? But do you think that might be why he hasn't had his reign yet anywhere that he's gone? You think that still exists, that stigma? Oh, you need to be that big guy and shit, you know?
I don't think that's the case. Because once again, I think this is a more recent situation. I've seen him in better shape. I'm
And
just
we've
saying.
seen many
listen,
fucking world
I'm
heavyweight
seeing-
champions
I'm
that are
seeing-
skinnier and
Yeah,
shit.
that's fine. I'm surprised this is what we're seeing, especially because Nick Aldis is in top condition, right?
So you bring
He
up
was
Nick
in a
Aldis.
scuffle and he's waving around an umbrella, and I didn't see no muscle. I saw no trapezius.
Well, the muscle
I
was
saw
all on
nothing.
Brody King, baby, because this week Brody King came through and hooked it up for my man Marty, and you know
So you
they
say he's getting lazy?
evened up the score. No, he got the muscle. He can hire the muscle. 'Cause
That's
he's the
what you're
head
saying.
of Villain Enterprise.
Yeah, he
baby.
gets that too.
Shout out to Villain Club.
Wow.
Okay.
And, hey,
So when
shouts
you're the
out-
boss, you get a little bit more in the waistline.
Little bit.
Okay.
But
I
let-
must be
but
living a
JP
boss life.
But JB, talk to me about Thunder Rosa, man.
Ooh.
Please tell me what's going down. What's going down with Thunder Rosa and this Melina match? Because, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Melina set it up so that Thunder could win the fucking championship? Now she's going after it
So see,
in a week.
So see, what you're seeing is a little bit of a glimpse of the NWO, right?
Oh
Because
shit!
Melina in reality believes herself to be the leader
voice of
of that
poison.
Latina movement, right? And when Thunder Rosa won it, I mean, in Melina's mind, it was all gonna end up with her having the title. She expected Thunder Rosa to just lay down.
Yo,
Thunder Rosa wasn't having that shit. She wasn't having that shit. If you know any better, you know that was never gonna fly.
the shit got kind of lit, right?
And she got kind of lit. You know why it got kind of lit? Because somebody speed the fuck out of fucking Melina, and it was Camille.
Oh,
Camille chased her because Melina decided to
Sadi.
not fight, and Camille came out from the stands and said, "Now you get in the fucking ring." And then Sienna came out too.
Bro.
So what it smells like for the Crockett Cup, we're about to get this fatal four-way for the
Yo,
women's title.
perfect way to get the strap on
Excuse
our
me?
girl Camille.
You said strap on.
But you know what Camille had to
The
say about
belt
it?
too.
Strap asshole.
But the belt
strap
too, though.
asshole?
You know what
Strap
Camille
on?
had to say
Oh,
about
what are
it?
those?
Absolutely nothing.
How about something that makes an impact and it's not a strap
Oh,
asshole?
I love what you did there.
And speaking
if
of
only
making
we had the
an
overlay that
impact-
went through, you know, but still, fuck it. But ladies and gentlemen, yes.
Let's get to the Bay Area.
Let's talk family for a
The
little bit.
ultimate finesse.
Tell 'em.
JP, what happened this week on Impact? What have we confirmed?
So what happened was that we got a little bit of a tease.
Excuse me.
We got a little bit of a taste.
Like the one you're giving right now.
Ladies everywhere, ladies everywhere were showering in their pants. Because the
What?
reality is, they told us coming soon.
Excuse me.
The ultimate finesser himself,
So hard.
Chris Bay, a Shooting the Ish alum, the future star of Impact,
Ooh.
is, and I'm gonna tell you right now, prediction. He's debuting next week.
Oh,
Do you know that?
okay.
You know why? Because the blogs have been speaking, the people have
They know
been
that.
chiming in, And Impact, every time they put out a little vignette coming soon, the following week they debut.
We've done the math, ladies and gentlemen, for you.
So
You sure you ain't doing that Steiner, man?
There's
might be,
33% of a chance that
It's
this
gonna be fun.
This
You look like you
Jameson-
failed basic
This
math.
Jameson
Chris
Black
Congrats,
Arrow.
bro. It's gonna be fun, bro. Chris Bay is gonna be so much
Chris
fun.
Bray.
Impact is about
Chris
to get
Bray,
lit.
bro. He's gonna be so
Impact
much
has
fun.
been
Listen,
blessed. Let me tell you
I
that.
feel like this is a new champion. Just saying. Just saying.
He gonna win all the belts?
All of them.
All of them.
Little Miss All Belts, Tessa Blanchard.
How about
How
that?
about her?
Yo, phenomenal match with Austin Ace. Another shooting the ish alum.
Oh.
Plug.
Jesus.
More
Phenomenal
outlets
match.
than the Surge Protect.
Honestly, yo, it was
Hey.
pretty interesting to see Austin Ace be considered the bigger person in the ring in the match. And they really put him over as a bigger guy, and it was cool to see him technically how he was working with Tessa. Yo, Tessa's
The
still doing
gimmick
work,
works
yo.
perfect, man.
Yeah, man.
Perfect timing, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
man.
it?
All we
man?
need is Tessa's mom to come out now, and
Hey.
Austin Ace is gonna have a
Hey,
hell of a
triple
feud. He's gonna try for.
There's another word for
I
triple
don't know
threat in
what,
the other
though.
industry, right?
I'm a fan of those feuds, by the
Three
way.
what?
We know you are.
Three?
Yeah.
Three? How about 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Oh, how
Three's a
about
company.
it's
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Coming out
Three's,
of my
That's what a
door.
three's company, but 30's a crowd,
I'll be
baby.
waiting for you.
Word.
So let's take it to Wednesday. and let's
Wednesday
talk
night,
about
baby.
an
Three's a company, too.
explosive start to AEW's Dynamite. Kenny Omega and Pac.
Speaking of explosive, I
in a
have to interrupt this.
30-minute
I have to
Iron
interrupt
Man match.
this
Shut
programming.
the fuck up.
I have to interrupt
I was
because you said exploding.
Well, excuse, yo, where are your pants,
Hey.
Bro, he's wearing a fucking skirt.
Shout out
Yo,
to
on
shout out.
Saturday.
It's a
Yo,
fucking
he's got
skirt.
a fucking skirt.
It's a fucking skirt. Listen, shout out to the Meet the Bad Guys this week because it exploded on social media.
Wow.
Because, of course, the villain is, released his videos this week, and it's going.
No.
Oh, Snapchat
The
only
villain,
bits.
Yeah.
the villain's about to cause us to have a season
Season
assist.
assist.
What? Assist?
Hey,
assist.
hey, we
Is
cleaned
that what's between your
we
legs,
literally
assist?
cleaned that
Wow.
up last time. All right.
I thought it was a
That's
dick.
it. But yeah, back to Kenny Omega, ladies and gentlemen, and Pac.
Dick? What? That's what I call my
Holy
dick.
shit! How do you
Cease
start?
and desist.
Kenny Omega.
How do we start AEW with a fucking bang 30-minute Iron Man match, yo? Pocket and Kenny Omega got it in. Yo, shooting star press, dog. Off the top rope on a table.
The whole
and he
match?
almost broke his fucking neck.
He broke his freaking neck. Yo, the whole match was like well paced, right?
Shivani didn't know what to do. He was like
Everything
this
was
the whole
like-
time.
Bam,
Pandemonium.
bam, and like you knew hit after hit was coming, right? The moonsault was coming. It was just like holy shit moment after holy shit moment. It was fucking perfect. I
Okay.
thought it was
Yeah.
great, right? And you knew there was gonna be fuckery, right? Because it's wrestling. Of course, there's gonna be fuckery.
What? There's never
And so,
fuckery.
number one, I didn't know that after every pin there was 30 you had a 30-second break in the time.
Okay, all right. So they threw that sauce in there. Okay, they
Right.
seasoned it up a bit.
So I
Salsita.
thought I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, right?
He-
That's another dynamic. That's something interesting.
But is it
Number-
enough?
Well, it went into overtime, right?
Right, it went into
Um,
overtime and shit
Triple
was tied.
overtime.
And we got Kenny Omega winning.
So what does this mean? Because
What
you
does it mean?
obviously
Absolutely nothing.
you put prestige on this match. You promoted the shit out of it last week, and you opened the show with it because of the ratings war, right? Fuck it. Let's just give it that excuse. Does this put Kenny in the fucking running now, or does it get him
For
that much
what?
closer? Because he's a tag team champion now. How you gonna mix?
Revolutions this weekend. What is he in the run for now?
Are you already mixing in
Orange
fucking divisions with this shit?
Cassidy.
No, that's Pac.
Oh, you talking about
That-
Kenny Omega? Who
yeah,
cares?
Kenny, because he
Fucking
won.
Kenny
Kenny won,
Omega,
right?
Yeah,
like-
Kenny won, but he's occupied. He's defending the tag team
Well,
He
that's what I
doesn't.
title.
mean.
Yeah,
against
he
the
doesn't
Young
need to
Bucks.
do shit. This is a one-off, like whatever match.
All right.
Yep. It was to get Pac.
It's
Cool
a
plug,
it's
cool
a
plug.
basically it's a basically
It's a
you still
rivalry.
got it.
Hey,
You still
listen.
got it as a singles competitor.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure it
That's
worked.
what it comes
Hey,
down to.
I'm sure what it was for it worked.
Don't forget
because
who I
that's
am.
a fucking banger.
Listen,
Exactly.
it adds to the story of Pac being upset. Fucking Orange Cassidy comes out, he smacks the shit out of him, and now they're feuding, right? That's
Yeah.
what it
No
does.
doubt.
No,
Speaking
no,
of
they
feuds and
announced the
stories,
match
though,
at Revolution, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I want to get to these feuds and stories. Talking about Evil Uno here.
So Evil
He-
Uno
¿Quién
comes.
es ese tigre?
Un
talk to
gordito,
me.
ese es mi tío.
Hey, tío Roberto.
Tío Lugo.
Tío Lugo.
Evo 2.
He's sitting down. Don't make fun of him.
Oh, and it
So-
doesn't hit the water. Splash!
Fucking sucio.
That's right.
So Evil Uno comes out saying, backstage interview saying that him. that him and Grayson are gonna have a match against the SCU boys.
Salud.
Okay, but what's so bright about this interview?
But he ends his promo with the
me
word.
asleep. I was fucking like
Yeah, that too. No, but he mentioned
But he did wake you up after that coma.
yes, obsolete.
Nah, that shit was whack.
The man threw in the word obsolete.
Ooh.
What's that telling you right there,
Ooh,
baby?
Use the word in the English language.
Up,
And-
here we
and,
go.
Did you get
The
worked?
teasers are being
Did you get
shot.
worked, huh?
The fuck does that mean?
Huh? You know exactly what that means. They turned you
Show
around
me.
and
It's
fucking.
something.
I'll show
Apparently,
you.
you gotta clock
Show me.
in and shit, clock out.
Fam.
And should
You
report
got
Monday
tricked,
to Friday.
yo. You got played. That's not. That,
What are you
fucking
talking about? He snapped
Matt
his
Hardy
fingers. It
is
gotta
not
be true.
fucking coming here.
He went like this.
He's not gonna be the exalted one.
This is like.
So
Oh,
who do you
that's it,
so who do you
official.
think is the exalted one? Is it the brand new signing that AEW just picked up, Lance Archer?
Woo!
That is who I think might be the exalted one. I think when
Another
all of
shooting
that,
the ish alum.
I think that when all of
Yo,
that
shout out
started,
to the Shorty Nation alums.
Yo,
God damn.
because we only talk to the most important of people, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. Come on, y'all not doing your homework. You're doing yourself a disservice for not checking out shooting the issues with these very important VIPs, ladies and gentlemen.
It is no coincidence. Or it is a coincidence. that the
Yeah.
people that are
Do you know
blowing and
English
exploding
tonight?
right now
No, we fucking know.
have had a shooting dish with us.
Come on, man.
We pick out the talent. We know what the facts are. We know the talent. Why are you not listening? Why are you not watching?
Hey,
you're doing
man,
yourself a
check us
disservice
out.
if you're not.
Speaking of checking out, Pretty Chubby, Jim Ross did some checking out for this
So-
tag team match coming up at
Oh, I thought you were
Revolution.
talking about Lyme
Jim,
disease.
yeah, Jim
Oh.
Ross.
Oh,
Jim
Shout out
Ross.
to Lyme
You're a
disease.
dick.
Yo, shut
no
the fuck
barbecue
up.
sauce can help that shit. No barbecue sauce can help that shit.
I'm trying to talk, dickhead.
Go ahead.
Stop talking to dickhead.
God, then tell your mom to stop
That's
texting
the problem. You can't talk
Hey.
with dick in that.
me. Yo, for
What?
real.
All right, go ahead,
Talk
bro.
to
Go
her.
ahead.
I give her what your daddy can't. So
You know,
Jim
go
Ross
back.
had a sit-down interview with the
Steady income.
AEW Tag Team Champions, Hangman Page with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And things got a little heated. You know, the Young Bucks were trying to convince him, telling them how they were the elite.
Yo.
But Hangman wasn't buying in. And
Yo,
by the
real
end of
talk?
his drink, he just said, "Fuck you guys. I'm done drinking. I need a new drink. I'm out.
That's not what I do, because I would have been.
I'm
Yo,
out."
all right, now that you said all of that, who cares, yo? Who cares?
It is going to be a dope match, though.
You
Don't
think so?
front.
That
Because to
we've
be
seen
honest,
70
yo,
million
let me
times.
tell you right now, last week's
How many
episode of
times did we
Impact,
see it?
I'm sorry,
70
last
million.
week's episode of Dynamite got me more prepared
that's
for
accurate.
Revolution than this week's.
That's true.
Like, I was more hyped last week.
So that weigh-in didn't
Okay.
get you hyped?
That's the only thing. And let's get to it. Mischief, why don't we tell them about this weigh-in, bro? Because Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho, they got a hyped-up fight coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AEW weigh-in for the World Heavyweight Championship. Stupid idiots. Whoever they got to do that announcing
They should get you.
Did not sound like that.
did not sound like that.
Nothing
Good
like that.
Lord.
Nothing
Good.
like
Ese
that.
viejo de
Agreed.
mierda.
Dana
Call
White
me.
and whoever's running boxing, eat your hearts out, bro.
So, Gary,
this
some
is the weigh-in y'all
fuckface
wanted.
Wow.
Little old weird man.
Little old weird man. This is why WCW went defunct.
I love the idea, right? So like they made the weigh-in such a great,
Jags.
like it was important. No, it was important. It was so important, right? They stopped the whole show. It was the main event. They had this weird little fucking strange old man come out and do that. That was the one thing that if like Justin Roberts would have done it, would have done a tremendous job. That's one thing that
Absolutely.
they could have gotten. I don't know, I don't know if they would have paid Michael Buffer for it, but that would have been a great opportunity to
Michael
rip
Buffer would have done it.
Let's get ready to. You got to pay for it when you say it. You can't.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't do it. But
We ain't got it.
we ain't got it.
Not yet.
All right. So, but other than that, which I thought was a pretty important component of all of this, Chris Jericho just sells his heelitry in such
Oh,
a
so well.
fashion.
Oh,
You were
so
booing
well.
him for like 30 different reasons. Who's Aaron Mahomes?
I don't know.
That's the deal.
But you know what?
Exactly.
You know, fuck 'em.
Exactly.
Fuck 'em.
He's a piece of shit.
And he goes there. You know, it's beautiful to see heels, veteran heels like Randy Orton and Chris Jericho just do what they do best.
I was like, yo, didn't I tell you?
Heelitry, baby.
Yo, He's gonna take 6 minutes to take his clothes
I'm
off.
glad you made that point. Hold that thought though.
Hold these nuts.
And I will hold that. But
they're
before I
heavy.
hold that, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor got some weight to hold because he got interrupted on NXT by the Imperium. And they talking about, yo, El Jefe,
El jefe, el capitán.
calling you out.
El monstruo.
What's up?
El sin cuello.
I want to see a Walter Finn Balor match, yo.
What?
So is Balor turning face?
No,
In
fuck
this
that.
feud?
Hell no.
Nah,
But he's
Walter's
going to
a-
hold down the fort.
Walter's crazy over right now.
yeah.
NXT
good
like
over.
can just do dope matches.
So
There's
is
no
Balor.
matches, yeah.
yeah,
They could just do both. They could both be heels.
yeah.
But
I'm
Balor's
ready to
alone.
see it. I'm here
Balor's
for it.
alone though. Or does Undisputed Era come to his saving?
NXT didn't really have much this week. Charlotte the Flair came out and
Charlotte the Flair?
defeated the Belair of Bianca's.
In
You
a
had
tremendous
match.
Yeah.
physical match.
Yeah.
Tremendous match.
So
And the
yo,
first time
I
in a
wanna
while,
see-
Charlotte Flair at NXT. That was great.
I
Four-
wanna see
4
a
years to
triple
be
threat, though,
exact.
yo. Don't you like?
Nah.
Nah, you want to see
I
what
do.
Charlotte and
For Mania?
yeah, whatever they're doing, right? Because the I'm talking about the.
If
the-
it happens in Elimination
payoff,
Chamber,
right?
I'm not mad at that. But Mania, I don't know.
I want the ultimate payoff to be all three of them.
Well, I mean, they
Like,
announced
don't include her and then don't include her. You feel me?
Yeah,
it
I
was
feel you.
it was announced that they're the night before Mania they're gonna crown the
And
new
all through the house.
NXT Women's
Not a creature.
#1 contender via ladder match.
Oh
So
shit! All right, no doubt.
Bow,
That
bow.
closes
Match.
out Wednesday night for you, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen and
But
nerds,
ladies and gentlemen,
super nerds, about your point again. Who is the heel of the fucking week, ladies and gentlemen?
Heel of the
Because
week.
we talking Randy Orton, we talking Jericho. They're firing on all
Nah.
cylinders right now. Who do you like right now?
So
You
I'm
ain't
gonna start
talk-
this off.
all right, go ahead, yo.
I'm gonna start this
Go
off
ahead.
because you guys are
Champions
gonna
go
navigate.
last.
You guys are gonna navigate through what everybody saw and what everybody's gonna believe was the heel of the week. But I'm gonna tell you my heel of the week. I'm gonna go with Pope because Pope
Te duele.
had a hell of a promo on NWA Power when Eddie Kingston came out, taping his hands up, ready to fight, wanting a piece of the action. And Pope let him understand who he is.
shout out to
One of
Black
the
History
most-
Month.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's February.
One of the most charismatic wrestlers on TV, right? A man that dies with the finest and the
No
best.
nice things.
And not only that, he had his backup in the Beer City
Bruisers.
Oh,
City
yeah.
Bruisers
Those two fat.
turn on Kingston. Amazing.
So,
I'll throw that
I'm
into
not.
the
I'm not
hat.
gonna argue that, man. Pope.
Throw that into the hat.
but Chris Jericho.
You right.
All of that. Just
Damn,
to agree.
and you just agree with him right there, like you gave him your shit.
Well, you listen. You imbeciles didn't mention this during the NWA portion, so I figured let me wait till
no,
this
no
portion.
doubt, no doubt. And yo, much
I have
respect
social
to Pope.
intelligence.
They doing big things out there in power. But talk to him about Jericho, brother.
Dude.
Yeah.
Masterclass in what it is to be a heel, bro. Right from the start, right? Telling the weird little man, taking that opportunity, right? He's like living in the moment. He's noticing that, like, this is a weird guy. And, like, that's completely, like, impromptu. I believe that he's the person that he's portraying he is.
Yeah.
He enjoyed every second of it. You can tell he's enjoying every second of it. But I said that already.
Yeah.
You did. This you
How
did.
about that headbutt and the brawl that came afterwards? You want to sell a big moment, you have a weigh-in, and you have those kinds of fuckeries going on. You want to
Is that the
sell
word of the day?
a pay-per-view? You have an all-out brawl. You tie loose ends, right? Oh, shit, you got Jake Hager and Dustin Rose.
Dustin
They're getting
Rhodes.
ready for their matchup, right? You got
Dippin'
fucking
dots.
Darby Allin doing his thing with Sammy Guevara.
Yo, that
Darby
was
Allin
a shot.
look like a bat out of hell. That motherfucker is fast.
Yeah,
bro.
and as fast as he came in, is as fast he got kneed in the
Listen,
fucking
when,
jaw.
when you're a buck
He's
30
going
soaking
over.
wet, you fast.
He's
bro.
winning.
You think so?
Who?
Hell yeah.
Who?
He
Darby?
Darby?
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
you take that.
The way he
L.
We
got
gonna
to-
get there. We gonna fucking get there.
Nah, we got there.
But before we get there, we gotta talk about the pop.
No. But the heel of the week in reality, let's know, is Vince McMahon.
He
You
is.
really don't
For-
want
for-
Vicky to
for putting
interview
out Raw?
nobody?
Fucking Vince.
And XFL!
right,
It's
let me
fucked
tell- let me
up,
tell
bro.
you-
It's
let me-
fucked up.
Let me take you out to the pop of the week. Pop of the week was easy for me this week.
Ricochet?
It was almost a tie when when Imperium came out.
Okay.
interrupt Finn Balor. But I give it to Becky Lynch because when she came out to interrupt Shayna Baszler, the roof went off that motherfucker. Everybody's legit invested in that motherfucking story, and yo, we got a little taste of what's gonna happen. I don't know.
My pops of the weeks are once again the debuts of former Shooting Ish alums, Chris Bay and Lance Archer, Impact and AEW.
That was
exciting,
pop
bro.
around the world.
Exciting, bro. Exciting news.
Yo,
big
literally
things coming
around
from
the
both
world.
of those athletes in those promotions, where they're gonna have the ability to be a little bit more creative, man. It's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah, and that's all. You always want that for your favorite wrestler to be able
Absolutely.
to
Oh, I forgot
do
to
and
give some
express
love to a
himself how
heel
they
real
want.
quick. Oscar. I love it. I love it. Everything
Get
she's
on.
doing,
me,
yo,
Shayna,
I love it
fight
too,
me!
man. I love it too. I just don't understand it.
Yo, it's not for you. And that's the point, right? Because she's like, fuck you. I'm going to be who I want to be.
with
And
So,
you hate it. And then
on,
she
on
loves
that
it.
same note, I give it a chair shot.
Ooh.
Cause I
Tell
can't
me.
understand you, man. ¿Qué tú dices?
Put at least fucking
Bro.
subtitles at
Put
the
a
bottom, right?
subtitle, una vaina. Coño.
Yo, so Japan, they tweeted out a backstage interview with her, bro. And it's dope. Everything she's saying is dope, man. Just fucking give it a chance. Yo, let her express her the way she wants to. And it comes off so credible. Like, she looks... Remember how meek and, like she was so withdrawn when she was on the mic before trying to speak full English.
You can tell, and I'm sure what she is saying or what she's the story she's trying to tell is dope.
Fuckery.
It's just
Fuckery.
that barrier,
Motherfucking
that language
fuckery.
barrier, yo, is
That's
not
fine.
helping,
But you
yo.
know what
It's
she
not
needs though?
helping.
She just needs somebody to bounce off of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she needs someone
Better,
that can
better,
I
better.
disagree,
better
man.
selling, I
and
guess.
can work with it.
Okay.
Nah.
Someone that can work with it because it builds a feud.
She says enough English for you to understand, like, the general gist of
Right,
what
right,
she's
right.
getting.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's her body language. It's her fucking, like, and, like
Yeah,
the way
but
she
But
enunciates.
the
it,
problem
you're
I
like,
foresee
oh, shit,
is that
oh.
nobody's actually reacting to it in the appropriate way. They come off just
I see that
confused.
too.
You know what I mean? They're not feeding
They're
off
like,
that
what?
energy.
They're still concerned and trying to figure out what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though they don't know nothing of Japanese,
and
they're
even-
trying to figure out what
but
it
the
is.
thing is, even like attempts to like make fun of it don't go well. You know what I'm saying?
It's rough. It's a
so
rough
like
sell.
she just hasn't found that person. Like if she was doing that shit to Chris Jericho, what would Chris Jericho do with that?
I don't know what you're saying, but I
Right?
kind of like it.
Right? Like he would make it work.
Yeah, but he
ladies
wouldn't
are-
bury her. I
No,
think
no,
he,
not
yeah.
burying her. I'm just saying making it work, making it credible. And I don't see anybody right now stepping to the plate that can make it work.
So you're saying that he needs some sort
Natalia?
of revolution with
Sometimes
the way
That's what we
he
need,
delivers it?
Sometimes
Natalia
you
to
could
put it
you
over?
Could, you could throw a little jab and then make
Ew,
it work.
Natalia.
Like, you
Well,
don't
that's
have,
what she
without
squared up
insulting her, right?
That's
like,
what she squared up
You
with,
trying
right?
to fight?
I think Shayna has a better chance. I'd be interested to see Asuka and Shayna.
yeah.
All right, let's talk about something more important than
The
this.
chair shot of the week?
Ooh, the weekend's pay per view.
No,
What was the chair
tomorrow's
shots?
pay
The
per
same
view.
thing. Is it gonna be
Tomorrow's
a-
pay per view. Because you know what? You mentioned it enough, Vic the villain. And this is it. I am frustrated. Why Saudi
Sexually?
Arabia?
It's
It
not
is
even
Black
on the to-do
History
list.
Month.
Where are you reading from?
It is Black History Month. And you're going to give Ricochet
This is off the
a
script.
title shot that he's not going to win.
This is off the dome.
Is this
ladies and
what you're
gentlemen.
telling me?
Sign this man.
Vince, why?
Vince, you signed this motherfucker.
Why? Why you do that to our people? Why do you have no respect?
Because.
Why is money so important? Because you are oblivious.
Did you
to
explain
the
that
times.
Yokozuna has passed, Vince?
No,
The Saudi
Bro,
Arabia know that
back up for
Yokozuna
the
has passed.
mic.
because he's still collecting checks.
Oh my god.
Yo,
All right, so
let's make a full revolution from this whole fucking conversation.
That's what we need.
we're officially
What
confirming
we
that
need
there
is a
was nothing
revolution.
going down on Thursday.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
So
of
we're gonna
importance.
jump to Saturday.
Because they won't make
Saturday,
it to
Saturday,
Sunday.
Saturday. Is it
What's
Saturday?
happening on Saturday? Let's stop.
Isn't it?
I'm
Isn't it a
fucking
leap year?
sleeping
We actually
in
have a
until
29th.
10 a.m.
That's what's
Fuck
going on
that.
Saturday.
I'm not waking up
Don
early.
Francisco himself is fucking appearing.
Hey.
What?
What?
Can we talk about AEW Revolution?
For
What the fuck
real.
is going
Sorry
on?
about
What are you
that.
guys saying? All right.
All right.
So from the beginning, right? Pretty chubby Flacos want you to suck his dick from the back.
Hey.
Wow.
That's the first.
That's
That's literally
Judy's
the
job.
first thing that's
That's
right there. I
Judy's job.
can't even
Wow.
fucking lie
Don't
to
talk
you.
about Judy.
Big
I
booty
literally
Judy.
can't lie to you.
I gave her
So-
a job, damn it.
After that, we're gonna talk about some Orange Cassidy and Pac.
Dame Hugo.
This was just announced, so I don't expect.
Is
much
this
from
the night that
What?
Pac turns Orange Cassidy into
I-
orange juice?
I expect
Are we
a
gonna
full,
hear that
a
so
full
often?
spot fest where Cassidy likes to play around with the crowd and work
Yeah.
the crowd.
Doesn't
and
Pac-Man
It-
eat oranges in the game?
fun
so
shit, fun shit.
this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, fun shit, fun
I
shit.
think this is gonna be a fun match because Pac is gonna get mad frustrated.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you know
He's
what I
gonna
mean?
fight
Like,
for real.
yeah.
And he's gonna sound like Oscar, because we can't understand what he says sometimes too.
So let's get on with the card here. Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara,
Bang.
right?
Wow, that's
Banger.
gonna be a banger. That might
Two
steal the
young
show.
cats that can fucking go, right?
Yeah. I want to see more skateboards.
I
Tony
want to
Hawk
see
that
a one
shit.
board.
Who you
Jake
guys
Hager.
got? Who you guys got
Ooh.
Shout out
going
to
over?
one-wheeler.
Darby
Darby.
Allin.
Darby Allin.
I got Sammy Guevara because he need him in the throat.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
smell
he
like shit.
definitely put his fucking patella tendon right through his fucking jugular.
Do you know where the patella tendon is?
Absolutely, right underneath, right.
Oh, I had a cousin.
Because
I've torn that shit,
I thought you
bitch.
talking about my cousin.
Patella?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that
anyway,
bitch owe me
listen,
money.
Isn't that
Jake
your last name?
Hager and Dustin Rhodes. Filler,
Undefeated in MMA.
filler, but
Oh,
I don't.
2-0.
To be honest, let me be honest. I don't expect
Be
nothing
honest.
negative in this card. I think each match here
Yeah.
can be entertaining
Yes.
depending on how much time each one gets.
Well, how much?
But I feel like this is fucking filler right here. Jake Hager for Dustin Rhodes. This could have been a
I
dynamite.
I mean, it's a Dippin' Dots of a match, right?
Yeah, is this guy Dominican?
It's a Dippin' Dots of a match. That's why Dustin hit the
Puta
card.
madre, ese bucarán.
He hit the card.
Oye.
Well, it's Hager's first match in AEW, right?
Yeah, right. Debut.
is.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
No, it is.
It's
It's
his
his
debut.
match. So,
Blah,
you know,
blah, blah.
So we're gonna get to
blah,
see-
Blah, blah, blah.
ladies and gentlemen, essentially, listen, when you're watching, this is the moment where you're able to actually, go to the bathroom, drain the lizard, get a snack,
Does anybody remember
Doritos,
Jake Hager's
Drop the
Right.
kids
previous
off
name?
at the
drop
pool.
the kids at the pool, see the man about the
What was
horse.
his name in WWE?
You will be able to have a break from existence at that moment. Check Twitter, catch up on all the shit that you haven't seen, and wait for the next match, which will be Cody Rhodes versus MJF.
Yo, you conoce Guido? We the people.
We the people.
No, it's not we the people. It's soy gordito.
Hey.
Shout out to Soy Gordito.
Cody Rhodes, God damn it. Tonight is the night.
Cody versus MJF
I like
in the
that
most
song, though.
unentertaining match of the night, right?
Cody Rhodes
I
and
don't
MJF.
know. The most, I think, storyline wise, the
No,
most
this is it. This is
investment
what they put the
Yes.
most time and effort and
in this
invested
storyline.
Most of the most of the TV time
So,
on
so,
this
so,
fucking story.
does this not second main event at least? This match?
Maybe.
Why is it? I mean,
This
who
is-
knows the order
we
that
don't
we
know the
have it,
order,
right?
but
They
It
Right.
want
has
to make
to, right?
championships worth something, right? Like
That
so
would make sense
might
if they
be-
keep
Yeah,
it in this
but,
order, I
but,
guess,
if you
but-
think about
No, the
the,
tag team I put it lower.
but if you think about the investment in the storyline, I mean, Cody and MJF have been happening
Yeah.
for some time.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So you have to put that as at least the
Are there
second
any
main eventer.
games, sports in those fake realm of sports going on Saturday at the same time as this?
XFL?
Okay, so
XFL.
then no, we're fine. I don't
Yo,
think they need to-
XFL is fun.
I
It's
was
fun.
yeah.
If you miss the NFL, watch the XFL. It's like college
And it'll make
rules.
you miss NFL again.
No, man, nah. Give it a chance, yo.
No. It's been better than the other league that tried and failed.
AFL or some
tremendously.
shit like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
AFL,
But no, it's been great. I love a lot of the rules they've implemented.
Shout out to
into
the
it.
Guardians.
The kickoff.
What are the new rules? What are the new rules?
So like the kickoff is very different, and I think it could work. They
Kickoff.
line up.
Kickoff.
They line up the defense and offense 10 yards from each other, right by the returner,
Okay.
and they can't move until the returner receives the ball. So it makes one for less impact when it comes to the tackles and the collisions, and also it makes for more possibility of return having a touchdown.
It's kind of like an onside
Okay.
kick, but deep in the end
Essentially.
zone. Yeah, like,
So it's less dangerous and more exciting. It works. I think that's something the NFL in 5 years is definitely going to
right?
implement.
So like that's one thing that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The catch rule, yo, it's a catch. Like
It's a
you know
catch.
it's a catch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's
Like
no ifs, ands, and buts.
I haven't watched it and been like, oh, I don't know if that's a catch. Nah, you're like, yo, that's catch.
And also they
There's
have,
one foot in,
and that's it.
1 foot down. A catch
Alright.
is a
Catch
catch.
is a catch.
All right.
And also they
Hey.
have one official specifically there to move the ball. That's
Yeah.
their only duty.
So it's fast.
So it keeps the,
And
'cause
that-
the
that's
play
dope.
clock, because
The
the play
fast
clock is
pace.
lower as well. It's not 40 seconds, it's 25. So the game is fast paced,
That's dope. That's dope.
right?
And a lot of trick plays.
a lot of trick plays.
That
because-
sounds like a night out with me.
because the reality, the talent
the
level
lights
is
are
not
out.
the talent level is not where it's gonna be for NFL, but it works.
It
No,
doesn't
it's good.
exceed
It
the
works.
talent level on this show, but ladies and gentlemen,
I'm just glad
watch the XFL.
Two time.
I'm just glad they made it legitimate football, comparison to previously where it was more of a gimmick and it was entertainment based with the he hate me stuff.
You know who is really entertainment based? Like he really is his father's son, Cody Rhodes. We have not given this match the respect it deserves. God damn it.
What do you expect? What
I
do you
expect
here?
amazing. It has to be.
It has to
It
be,
has
but what
to
do you
be.
expect? That's two very different questions.
It's gonna be bloody. I expect Cody Rhodes to fucking go all out in what is selling his company. His daddy did it. He fucking back moonsaulted blah, 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 blah. That move he did off the cage.
I saw it live.
That's my tongue tried to do what he did. The dude did it.
What are
Well,
you fucking
these-
Shakira?
This match
My
has to
tongue don't
be
lie, and I'm sorry.
this match has to be a bloodbath, right?
I think so, but
Because MJF, how many moves does he do, right?
more than anything, so
I
that's the
don't-
point, right?
I don't.
More than anything else, MJF has to be the very best that he's ever been.
Yeah,
Who
this is
wins?
the biggest
Cody
problem.
Cody
wins?
Rhodes is a fucking main event machine.
Who
Yep.
wins?
MJF.
Ooh,
MJF has to win.
has to, right? Cody Rhodes can take an L
I
and
don't
sell
even
the
think.
baby
I
face.
think
Because-
nobody wins. I think it's an inconclusive finish.
Because MJF.
It's the first match, guys.
Because-
Look
no,
how
no,
long
if-
it-
think
no,
about
Look
this.
at
no,
all
no.
the shit we did to get to the first match.
Think about this. This is a catapult for MJF to go to the eventual
Main
World
event.
Heavyweight
Main event.
Champion,
Yeah.
John Moxley.
But it's early for him to
Yeah, I would-
to get the payoff. No,
Who?
it's the first match.
That's all you need.
Wardlow
Nah, I think
interferes.
you get money. You milk.
No,
this
no,
shit.
it's also based on records. It's based on records. So
Oh,
you gotta
if
keep
you,
that in
if you
mind.
put that in.
MJF's
Yeah, but-
only wrestled like twice.
Yeah, but that's why MJF needs. That's how you protect him. You don't let him wrestle. You don't just talk shit.
You gotta build up that record, right?
Yeah, he's gotta do something.
Gotta get some belts.
And who better than
something.
against a person that can't go after the world championship anymore?
I guess.
True. But also keep in mind that if MJF beats Cody, I think the feud continues
You think
until
so?
Cody.
Oh, yeah,
wins,
no doubt.
Of course.
The,
So
the payoff is Cody winning, but that's
Right.
not. I don't think you're getting that.
For the payoff to what?
at,
so they're
at,
where?
it could be
So
at Double or Nothing.
Double or nothing?
Yeah.
So double or nothing there at WrestleMania?
Is that what
I-
main? I
I-
guess All In.
I-
I expect it to be a big one.
No, I think
Double
Double,
or
or Nothing.
Nothing.
is
They only
like
have
their
4 or
mania.
5, bro. Like they're-
4 or 5, yeah.
Maybe we haven't seen what the WrestleMania is yet.
Maybe what they have now would probably eventually be their big.
I hope
one,
not,
so-
man. Like I feel like, oh, they're gonna do such a good job. I'm excited for whatever
Do
they
you
put together.
feel Hangman Page and Kenny Omega's gonna do a
Nope.
good job?
It might
I
be the
don't
most
care.
boring. I'm more excited to see Hager and Dustin Rhodes.
Wow, and
How
I
about-
feel you on that.
Well,
I'm
so we got
sorry,
3
it's
title
just-
defenses. You got the tag
it's-
titles on
listen.
the line, and the women's title, and the world title, right?
The Young Bucks have to win, and Adam Page and Hangman, like they're 2 different people.
Yes.
Hangman and Kenny Omega, they have to split, right? And like that's
You,
got to
So
be
is this-
you called the turn.
the turn.
Yeah,
Adam
right?
Page is gonna turn.
It seems everything points to
what
the
if
other
the-
cheek?
interview. and
I'm not
everything.
just something crazy out there because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm tired of the Young Bucks, and the reason is when you are
You might not be the only
as
one.
sophisticated of a wrestling expert as these men up here are, you've seen the Young Bucks time and time again. You've seen a lot of the work, and it's
Oh, you've been
great.
to the shows.
But
Wow.
but at this point, it's stale, right? What if the Young Bucks break up? What if the Young Bucks
It would
break
make for an
up?
interesting story. I think
That's a different story, bro.
that's good TV.
But
That's
I don't
something
think
we haven't
they've.
seen.
I don't think they've laid the groundwork for that story.
They haven't.
They haven't.
That'd be out of fucking
The
nowhere.
foundation's not there.
Imagine being the elites with them broken up. How that would be.
Hello,
Contractually, they have to be
Oh,
there.
I honestly
No
think
views.
I honestly
Hate
think
each
the
other.
Zero
elites,
views.
the elites are out the window, bro.
How about the
Settle.
Women's World Championship? Nyla Rose.
About
When
the
is that
women's
happening?
world championship.
When is that
Statlander.
happening, really? Is it a women's world championship that's
it?
happening?
Yeah.
Yep. Nyla
Versus-
Rose versus Chris Statlander.
Okay.
And I think-
don't care for this match, really.
I think Chris Statlander.
I
will
think
win
it's
this
gonna be a
match.
banger.
You
You think so?
Why? I don't know.
We are so tippy toeing everywhere.
There's a penis in it.
Nah,
And there it is.
Nah, man. Oh, you're garbage.
No,
You better be talking about Chris Statlander because she's an alien.
I am definitely more excited for this match than I was versus her
And
versus
other
Rio.
things.
No, her versus Rio, right? Statlander has a chance. Statlander
I
is
like-
physical in the ring.
We've been loved
Good
Statlander,
grief.
right? We've
Yeah.
been on record for saying
She's
it.
over. She's over.
She's over.
There
as
goes
fuck.
our Blue Chew sponsorship.
Right.
You know what? Something
The
that's
real
gonna
question
give
Don't
you-
blame
here, the
Nyla
real
Rose for
discussion,
that.
the real discussion is will we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion by the end of Saturday night.
No.
No.
Nah, Chris Jericho's doing too
No.
good of a job.
Oh.
But remember, Chris Jericho does not need the belt.
Yeah, nah, he does.
But he sure as hell
that
has
belt,
it.
That belt is important.
He's
And
Le
Chris
Champion.
Jericho, yeah, that's why. It's awesome.
I think
Yeah, but he
when,
can
when
also be-
Jericho
I'm
loses that
always the
belt, it's
champion.
over. You know
Nah,
that,
I don't
right?
think it's over.
I feel like it's done.
No,
I
I
think
just-
Jericho is done. I don't think Jericho puts
so-
in that much work after he loses that title.
So the only reason why Jericho would win is because that means you want to have Moxley chasing. And then
Okay.
once again, I bring up, what is he chasing towards?
It's just, they can go so many ways. This is your legit first real pay-per-view, right? After you've gone on air.
Yeah.
And you gotta make noise. You gotta do something creative. You gotta do something outside the box, right? So
Out the side of the box?
out the side of the box, not just inside and outside. of
that
it.
makes sense, actually.
So out the side of it.
Well, all I know is
Yo,
that
keep
I'm
in mind, what are the chances of Jeff Cobb interfering in this match?
Yes, we got
He's
Jeff
still
Cobb,
out there.
You know,
Moxley has to win.
You
I
think
mean,
so?
Moxley.
Jericho, you mean?
I meant Jericho. Jericho has to win. Jericho has to win.
Jericho's
Good sense you
already
say
won the
Jericho
last
has to
3
win.
pay-per-view main events.
Jericho
all
has
I
to.
know is this, gentlemen. The fact is, on a weekly basis, AEW has done a pretty good job putting on a pretty good card and entertaining feuds and storylines. It tells stories in the ring, right? And remember, NXT TakeOver was phenomenal. The previous pay-per-view for NXT was phenomenal. This card has an opportunity to match up. Question is, will it?
I
Who's will it?
challenge accepted. I feel that they feel.
Will
You know, the card on paper looks beautiful.
There's so many matches that there's room for error.
You think so?
I don't know,
saying.
man.
Just saying.
Speaking of room for error,
Ooh.
Mischief.
What?
Why don't you talk to him about Thursday and what's gonna go down on Thursday?
All right, listen.
So
But before we get to Thursday,
Ooh.
don't forget about Sunday, March 8th.
Sunday.
March the
Sunday,
8th.
March 8th. What's going on Sunday, March 8th?
We are.
I don't know. You brought it up,
firmly-
motherfucker.
We are
Oh.
firmly entrenched on the road
love how
to
firmly sounds.
WrestleMania. Are you firm?
Yes.
Stop it. And we are firmly on this road to WrestleMania, but there's one pit stop that we've got to make before we really make a splash. And that pit stop is the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yes.
So, there's only one thing you got to do is catch up with the bad guys at the pregame,
I
pre-show.
like ketchup.
Baby.
There is only
Catch up.
one viewing party in the tri-state area that matters.
Woo.
And it's ours.
And it is our
Wee.
viewing party, because the reality is that Blue 42 will have the bad guys themselves.
Shout out to the
providing
201.
you with the best pre-show possible for what's about to be an excellent pay-per-view, because this bullshit that's happening on Thursday, tomorrow, in a couple of hours, we're not going to talk about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But Elimination Chamber, some stars are going to be born.
Ladies and
Some
gentlemen.
feuds are going to be settled. Blood will be shed.
Yo, both chambers are going to be.
Wings will be eaten.
Where are you
Wow.
gonna be at though? Where will you be
Come
when
see
the
me.
bad guys are hosting the pre-show?
Blue 42. But
Yo.
if you cannot be there,
Call
you
up,
can
call
be
up.
there. All right? If you're going to be there, call up, reserve your table. But if you can't be there, YouTube Live got you, buddy, because HPC got you.
Reserve your tables, because the party's about to get
Yo,
booked.
tell them the bad guys sent you. That's the code you use. You got your exclusive reserved seating.
It's not
And
there
yo,
yet,
you gonna
but
sit.
it'll be there.
You gonna sit right in front row
And
with the bad
remember,
guys. You gonna get the best seat in
wing
the house.
eating contest.
All right, so now Thursday.
So
$100
now, yeah.
on the line.
I think we gotta talk to him about that Thursday shit you told
All
about.
right, so
Go ahead, whenever you. That's all fucking time we have for you folks this week. I don't
Yo,
give a
that-
damn about what's going down on
Yo,
Thursday. I don't
hold-
give a
what?
damn where you got your fix this week, because I know
Yo,
you're
I
getting
can't
it from
even
wherever
talk
the
about
fuck you're getting
Thursday?
it. And you're pretty chubby. Why don't you fucking tell them what's going to go down on YouTube or on iTunes, rather?
So check us out on iTunes, on Twitter, and on Facebook at HPT2Sweet, baby. And don't forget to rate and review and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Heels, Pops, and Chairshots, and check out our fucking merch, Pro Wrestling Tees.
yo, we got fucking.
He wants you
We
to
got
wear
fucking
shirts.
merch,
It's
baby.
what you
We
wear
got
when
the
you're fucking.
dope shirt.
Wow.
And
It's a
do
fucking
me
shirt.
and
Like my
wrestling
fucking
nerds,
shirt.
wrestling nerds, do me a favor. Shower, you fucking stink. I can smell you from here.
Yo.
San Cal,
Shower.
so we out.